But I've already made my decision.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to pulverize you until there's nothing left.
You can't say that to me.
You your head. Do you actually think I would stay loyal to you after you blew up the planet I was destined to rule?
Well, I wonder what the prince would do if he knew you authorized Planet Vegetas' destruction from the start.
Get down here, Krillin. Your buddy Kakarot needs a sensory. He's fading fast.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, I don't think so.
Do it, Bean Daddy. Do it.
And
What's up, YouTube? That's right. It's your resident otaku, Jude. And I'm here to welcome you for our next episode. Side note, Toei, please don't hit us. Like, we're sorry. Bandai, Namco, whoever's looking at us. Akira Toriyama, we love your work. Full disclaimer, this is actually not a Dragon Ball episode. We just had to show the man, the myth, the legend, the prince, should be king of all. Like, what is it now? Five Saiyans?
Yeah, there's like 5 left.
The prince of all 5 Saiyans. For our glorious topic, because today's my episode. And right. I wanted to bring up a quick discussion on ego. So, of course, in a resident otaku fashion, G hooked me up with this clip of the biggest ego in anime. If you don't believe me, why don't you set up a comment below who you think has the biggest ego in anime, and also drop a like and subscribe. Also, share with your friends, because the algorithm is doing that now.
Plug.
Shameless plug inserted. Excellent.
And anyway, let's get into it, because I've been thinking about this one long and hard.
It's warming up. I got it.
Wait, you got another one?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, this topic has been hitting me like long and hard in like different ways. Because at first, I know, G, I hit you up with like the spirit of competition and like how that affects people. And then that kind of started its own little rabbit hole on digging deeper and deeper. And I kept thinking about it. And I know, especially after yesterday when we were preaching, camaraderie, talk to each other, I genuinely think friendly competition is one thing. But at what point would you say ego hinders us? Oh man, he's dead. They left me alone. Oh man, this is great.
My bad.
I was about to say, make me run this all by myself.
No.
I don't know how quickly you blipped out, but my question is, at what point does ego hinder us? Not just as a society, not just as people, but like you as an individual. Like, where would you say your ego hits you the most? You're muted.
Yeah. My bad. I would say ego gets us because it's kind of, well, at least for me personally, it's like one of those things where I don't want to lose. Like if it's something I care about and I don't want to lose, I'll just kind of keep going. And like to me, that doesn't necessarily sound like a bad thing, but I think in certain circumstances, it could be detrimental. Like it comes in handy like with video games and stuff like that. But if you obsess too much over winning, then you kind of it contorts your purpose a little bit, I guess, is the way. I need a little more time to formulate that. But yeah, for me, it's like trying to win. You care too much about it.
I know that's fair, because that could be taken in a very simple direction. As you know, I got my my love for the gacha.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm not going to necessarily say it's waifus, because, maybe I'm going for equipment. Really don't matter. But I turn my ego into that gamble, because, people talk to me and they're all like, yo, you're lucky. And that kind of You know, hey, I'm feeling myself. Like my thing is luck now. Is that a dying cat?
Oh, my kid, shut up.
Oh snap! I thought that was a cat.
Right? Man's baby over there.
My apologies. My apologies, little sus. But you know, with me, like everyone's hyped up my luck to the point where I would say like that is where my ego has went. Like I put pride in what I deem to be my luck. So when fate starts to, you know, not go my way, hey, it's not just on the women. Sometimes it's weapons or skills or Gundam parts.
Shots
or,
fired.
You know, just going to say another shameless plug, YuGiOh Master Duels when I'm trying to open packs because I don't want to create cards myself, even though I could just create cards.
You can just create
bet.
cards.
See me after. I got something for you.
Man, I got D&D after this.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, he's got a session today. Well,
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
I do want to add something though.
What's up?
So, like, I guess it's kind of important to define, like, to first define like what ego is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you look at it literally, it means I or self, right? And then when you put it into practical application, or you know, you got the psychological definitions. It's like the what's it like? It's a sense of self-importance or like self-esteem, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then you have like super ego and all that stuff. But the simplest version is
ultra
like,
ego.
They're in the same brain cell for a second.
Watch that end up in psychological terms now. Like super ego is an actual thing, and then ultra ego now for Vegeta. But yeah, you know, a sense of self-esteem, and like you said, I think some people their egos can get too big.
Yep, that is very true. But to that extent, I now have another question to propose. Y'all think ego is the same as pride?
I think that's case by case, because pride in itself can differ from ego. But there is an instance where your pride and your ego can be one and the same.
I'm just looking up how pride is actually defined, because to me they do sound like interchangeable terms, right? Because we look at the homie Vegeta here, he's used he's used the word pride like a lot.
He lives on pride, but
right?
From day one we knew he had an ego. Like, I'm the strongest Saiyan. I'm gonna drop on this planet. Ain't no one gonna step to me. You know what? Send the Cybermen. They're equal to one Raditz because Raditz sucks. Oh, you beat the Cybermen? Well, Nappa can go. Even though he's bigger than me, he's weaker. So yeah, go do your thing.
Right.
And the moment he started, you know, good old Goku, the very simple homeboy, humble in his ways, started putting hands on him. He snapped. He was like, no. I don't care about you. I don't care about this fight. I don't care about this planet. Everything is gone.
That's true. And I went ahead and pulled up like the literal definition of pride. And so it lists it like this: a high or inordinate opinion of one's own dignity, importance, merit, or superiority, whether as cherished in the mind or as displayed in bearing, conduct, etc. So it's kind of like you enjoy it more. I think with pride is what it is. Like there's an enjoyment versus ego is just like how you are. If that makes sense. That's how I would define it.
I mean, as where that is true, there are a few things that you can also look at.
Yeah.
Such as ego. That is, you know, a very strong ego can also be very hurt easily.
Yep.
Because as I mentioned, people hype me up for my luck. I started feeling myself. That one time I'm not lucky, the downward spiral begins.
Facts,
where with pride, the moment that one thing you're proud in and you get an opposite result, you're just disappointed.
Right. But you don't fall as hard as you do like if your ego is hurt.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
Okay, so that's it. Oh, you okay? I just connected some dots. Ego is like the belief that you are like you literally see yourself as like I am this. I am the best at this. I can't lose. I'm lucky. Like I am actually just lucky. And when you're unlucky, you're like this. That's when reality kind of shatters, and you're like, "What the hell?" Versus pride, you enjoy it. Aha!
Yeah, like this can't happen to me. I'm X, Y, and Z.
like, I'm the lucky guy. Like, there's no way I get this wrong. I am the resident otaku. I am the one who wins.
It is I, the Prince of All Saiyans. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, I'll let you do your thing, bro. But I just had that revelation in my head. I was like, oh. I was like, okay.
Yeah, like my revelation on what G11 stood for. I said I was lucky, not smart.
Only select members of the audience will know. Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of this, like, you guys want to share an instance where maybe your ego got in the way, or maybe you noticed a big ego. Hey, no, don't put the. Oh my god.
He said, "There's no way." You
put 12 in a row. What the fuck?
Don't. I guess I'm gonna start. So again, like luck is supposedly my thing, right? So me and Kay going into, more Resident Otaku backstory, I guess, story time, if you will. We play a few games of YuGiOh on the side, and I decided I was going to run what I have dubbed the gamble deck. All about flipping coins, rolling dice. That's the entire deck. Well, for those of you who don't know anything about YuGiOh, there's a card called Second Coin Toss.
Oh, no.
If you don't like what you got, do it again.
And you...
Hold on. I played the trap card Lucky Punch. If my opponent declares an attack, I personally can flip a coin 3 times, and if I get 3 consecutive heads, I can draw 3 cards.
Okay.
However, if I get 3 tails, it blows itself up, and if it's ever destroyed, I take 6,000 points of damage. But I try to set myself up. I also play a card called the Path of Destiny. Flip a coin. If it's heads, gain 2,000 life points. If it's tails, lose 2,000 life points. You and your opponent both do this.
Oh my days.
And with the combination of stellar coin flips,
you fucked yourself.
I lost 2,000 life points. Going for broke. I'm trying to get 3 more cards. Maybe I can pull something out like Karibo, something to save me. 3 tails. Second coin toss. No way I'm going to do this again. Happens again.
Oh.
So we're at 6. We're at 7.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That was 14.
Next duel. I get a very similar hand. Except for I start with Cup of Ace. Flip a coin. If it's heads, draw 2 cards. If it's tails, your opponent draws 2 cards. This man draws 2 cards because I didn't get heads.
You were very unlucky.
Yeah, it hurt. Like, the moment it went downhill, I was just like, I'm done. Like, that's it. I lost. GG's. I don't even want to play this game no more. Why do I run this deck? It's stupid.
The spiral depression. That's the hit hard.
You can hear the Naruto swing music in the background with every card I picked up.
Fucking sadness.
I even tried Time Wizard. Let me blow up his field. Nah.
Bruh.
It just
You
didn't happen.
disgraced yourself.
Seriously, I don't know. I felt pretty lucky.
But how did your pride feel after you
I
lost?
I have no pride in that deck. Like
You have
that
no pride.
like that was just something I made like with the intent of, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this for fun. In terms of a moment of pride, to counter this, like I am at least confident in my deck building skill. And I'm gonna just let you know, when it comes to at least the Digimon TCG, I have 9 decks for no reason.
That is ridiculous.
And as soon as I see something that I would consider neat, like I will just keep building stuff. And I pride myself on at least being able to come up with creative ways to enjoy the game, at least.
Fair enough. No, I get you.
Because there's no one better than me at deck building, even though there probably are, but that's neither here nor there. I at least have fun with it. Y'all are playing the meta.
That's the ego. Yep. But I think Sus showed his example on screen several times.
Oh no, I was just saying that because every time we say it.
You just gotta bring pride up okay. Every time we say it.
Why do you keep flashing yourself with the shirt off? What you trying to do? Look like Biscuit Oliver at Baki?
Yes.
That wasn't him.
Oh God, no! Don't get that big.
Escanor. Yeah. I don't know. I guess a real life example, though. You know, I like to kind of examine celebrities a lot over here, and I mean, I would say it kind of worked out for this guy. So we all know who Kanye West is.
Oh my God. What do you do now?
I'm just saying, like, this dude, like, in music, he thinks he is like the best shit since sliced bread. And a lot of his music is pretty good. Some of his music I just don't fuck with. But I think he's an example where he really just believed himself into success. Like, for real. Because, like, now dude's, I'm pretty sure he's a millionaire. I don't know if he's a billionaire, but, like, he's wealthy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a lot of money. He has his kids. Now, relationship-wise and personal-wise, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Right? But his, and I guess in terms of success, like, yeah, his ego actually propelled him to it. So, what are you trying to pull? What are you trying to pull up now, sis?
Oh no, I did it. It's the same thing.
So now he turns into every time we say ego, he pulls up Vegeta's alter ego.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I guess, personally, like, yeah, my ego's been hurt. You know, it's usually game related though. You know, and you guys have heard me several times, like if I'm playing Overwatch or something, right? And like I believe I am the best fucking support player out there. You know, do I think I can carry? Do I think I can carry a team? I don't know. Maybe not. But I think I'm the best. I think I go out there and I do the right thing every time. And my ego gets crushed when my team loses. Oh my! You're gonna give the viewers some type of
Yeah, you should probably stop. Like, someone could have sensitive eyes. We get it.
Right.
Ultra ego is behind us, and your big head on wanting to do this one thing needs to stop.
Right.
You're not the ego guy.
All right,
swear.
You know what? Wait,
all right, I'm done. I'm done.
About to say, this is my episode. You ain't gonna ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin the Resident Otaku's episode. You get an episode next cycle.
Right.
But yeah, that was, you know, that's just an example of how my ego gets run. Or, you know, if I don't score as high on a test or something like that, because I feel like I'm a pretty smart individual. Like, I believe I'm smart. You know, so if I score, you know, some booty cheeks on something, I'm like, okay, that's not right. I'm actually smarter than that kind of thing.
You don't sit back and think like, okay, where did I go wrong? It's just immediately, these people are wrong.
Oh yeah, they're wrong.
I seen that it was a TikTok. I'm gonna put myself out there. It was a TikTok that I seen, like, it was like saying like, oh guys, I pushed the point by myself, and that's my fault. And he kept repeating it. I pushed the plane by myself, and that's my fault. We'll get him next time. Then he gets back on the mic after practicing what he says. He's like, so where the fuck were you guys at? Where's my help?
Where's my team?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But like, in comparison, I mean, do you think, I don't know, do you think having an ego is almost necessary though to try to like reach some kind of like serious success?
I mean, to an extent, I would have to say yes, because again, when I first approached about like that friendly competition, like some things can start friendly, but all of a sudden, like, how do I put this? So I would say I am a Smash enjoyer. Smash Bros.
Right. Whoa, yeah. Clarify that.
He's a Smash enjoyer.
You likes degenerates out there in the interweb. But I enjoy Smash Bros. And when Smash Ultimate came out, you can take it on the Switch. It's portable, easy to have with you. And one of my coworkers was like, "Hey man, I'll beat you in Smash." And I was just like, "All right, cool. Say what you want. Like to me, I'm okay.
Right.
I'm okay at Smash.
Right.
All right. Well, who's your main? Well, I dabble with a few people. It's just personal preference."
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to the day we played against each other, first match, I won. Second match, I won. I let some kid pick my character. I won. And all of a sudden, he's like, "All right, cool. Use one of your mains." And in my hubris, self-destruct twice.
What the fuck?
Because I had him every match before that.
Bro.
I take him all the way back to like we are even again. And then I slip. I up-bead with Ike when I could have side-bead to recover.
No.
I tried to take him down with me just because, for the flex. Did it for the flex. He won, and now he lords over me on the fact that was the match that counted. None of the rest did.
Oh, of course. Of course. It's always
That's
something like
burn
that.
your hide forever.
However, every match before that, I had him.
Right.
I wasn't even trying. Quite frankly, again, the fact that my hubris got to me, I'll admit it. I'll admit it right here. And if he just so happens to see it, let him clip this. Let him bring it to me the next time he wants to argue. Yes, it was my hubris.
Oh, man. So if you ever played him again, you'd win, basically.
Oh, no doubt. 100%. Because this time, I'm not going to let that pride, I'm not going to let the ego step in and be like, you know what? 8-0, give him two stocks. No. I should have kept it like Goku. And met him face to face in the ring and had an honorable match.
Yeah.
But you let your pride on your ego get the better of you. You learn from this example.
You think a lack of
Are you
ego?
trying to shame me right now? Mister, I had to pull light sworns on Karibo.
Whoa! See, whoa! Don't come for me when we talking about you.
Today, I'm talking about you now. My time's over.
I don't even play them that much anymore.
Showing mercy against your friends is always a mistake.
They will always talk shit. Can't show mercy for your friends.
Here's the thing. I do it in the context of having fun. Like, I don't necessarily mean all the stuff I say. I'm going to hold over that against you because that was a huge low blow over one Karibo. You want to bust out light sworns. Why?
Oh, it wasn't just the one. It was
it Kariba?
after that.
Was it Kariba? Karibu.
Whatever the fucking you want to name all them goddamn cards.
But they do have names. They do all have names. Kariba, Karibu, Kariba,
Karibi.
Karibanita. She's not a real card. She's just my cat.
Shut up.
Lane Karibo, Karibon, Rainbow Karibo, Karivo, Junk Karibo.
Like compared to what you were playing, I'm still
Karibadalon.
I'm still an OG kind of player. Shit, I don't need
OG,
all that
you coming in here with fucking Shiranui. I'm gonna make everything a zombie. No, none of that. I dropped the game at Synchros, came back, and now you want to complain because I had to learn everything else. I just have, a very merciless educator who comes in here and makes me like
merciless.
Just straight up has a screenshot of the chat of me getting all these tales.
Damn,
bro. I guess I was gonna ask another question though about it, right? Do you think lack of ego plays a part in any of this stuff too though? Like can someone just not have an identity or because
to an extent, because I don't know. To me, like even if you have to have at least a little bit of ego. Like there's something deep down that you believe you're good at, because otherwise that starts that negative spiral.
Right.
And that lack of self-esteem or identity with oneself is just gonna kind of fester into something that leads to for brevity and not being anywhere specific last month. I mean, you've got to feel some type of way or have some type of feelings to get to that point.
Right. Yeah.
And to tie it into the ego, like once you start feeling that type of way, the ego still will be born.
Right. So it seems like there are extremes with the idea of ego though. Like you can have to, like, it's necessary though. You need it, but you don't want to have too much or too little, because then you kind of get driven to those extremes. But I think if you can tap into it, like personally, and utilize it in a healthy way, if that makes sense, then you probably can be like success in whatever it is you're trying to find.
Well, to that extent, what would you constitute a healthy way to show your ego? Besides playing Light Sworns against Karibo.
Oh my God, let it go.
So like, I guess an example, like this podcast thing, right? Like if I believe we are the best podcast talk show out there, and I keep at it, and I keep doing it, and I keep doing it, and I keep doing it, and eventually it kicks off, and we see success. Like I could see that being like a healthy application of ego, because that would translate into how I conduct myself. Mm-hmm. Maybe production goes up, or the quality, all that kind of stuff. I think
that'd be face now and then.
You show your face now and then. Anita makes a guest appearance every once in a while. That kind of thing. I think that would be a practical, healthy use of it versus, going overboard. Like, and if it doesn't do well, it is what it is. Not getting completely, down in that spiral about it. Because I've been at this particular thing, I think almost a year now, and it's actually coming along slowly but surely. I just got to stay at it.
If only if it would take off. It's bound to. We talked about it, but yeah.
We got the merch. If Anita wouldn't stop hiding it.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now get. I got the Homie Talk hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So it's got the brand on there. Anita, no, there's none for
got the
cats.
fur all over it.
But yeah, we've got shirts, hoodies, cups, and there is a hat there, but I think I'm gonna take the hat off. It's like that bucket hat, and it just says G11.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Kevin's right. Just keep adding until the internet discovers you're cool. Yeah, I know. it's just a matter of time. Like we just keep cranking out the content. Like we'll get there. Messing with different formats and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But I think personally that's a healthy application of it, like in that way. Like no one's gonna outwork me, no one's gonna outdo, what we're doing.
I mean, and that's where I feel like that goes into that competition thing also. It's like, why compare yourself to someone else when you are doing something that, like, if you solely base it off of them, you won't gain as much as you think you should, because you're ultimately comparing yourself to them, saying, why don't I have this? Why isn't this doing as good as them?
Yeah, but and then that turns into jealousy too.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, like with my with my YouTube algorithm, like I unsubscribed from a lot of channels that like I watched that kind of inspired me to do this, because I don't want to see their content. Like I don't want to compare myself to them. I want to just do my thing. You know what I mean? So I have to almost remove it and remove that content out of my psyche in a sense. Oh yeah, because you're competing for the same market space. I mean, that would be a good reason to compare yourself.
Yeah, I guess healthy competition, but you don't want to be so obsessed with it.
Correct. That's why I unsubscribed from a lot of stuff and just changed my algorithm, because I'm like, okay, I need to focus on my shit and just focus, and build that up. Have original thoughts and ideas and stuff like that. So,
I mean, granted, you still might end up talking about the same thing as this one person, but like your viewpoint is not going to be solely inspired by them.
Correct. I don't want to be influenced. It's got to be a G11 original.
And that's where that is true. That actually reminds me of I want to call this professional development, but it wasn't an official professional development course I took, where it was recommended when you want to start doing something, find 5 people.
Yep.
2 different people who are clearly doing better than you. 1 person who you feel is at the same pace as you, and 2 people doing worse. And that's how you do your comparison.
Yep.
Because the 2 people who are doing better, as long as they're doing different things, they give you some insight.
Yep.
That person who's at the same place, that is your direct competition. Like, you start feeding off each other.
Right.
See how you can either help each other, or where do you differ in your forms of success.
Correct.
And that's where you might think it's bad to have 2 people doing worse than you. What if they're doing the same mistakes you did?
Right.
So now you help build them up and maybe see something that you might end up doing in them and correct.
Right. You can see what mistakes they've taken and try to avoid doing them yourself, if at all, because bound to happen.
Oh, you're right. Good stuff. Professional development. But I don't know. That was just my take on it. We kind of strayed a little bit.
We did.
Did you want to elaborate a little bit more on ego, like or Sus? I don't think he gave his example.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What was your example? Besides putting up the Prince of all Saiyans.
Well, he put Escanor up there.
I did both of them. But
Escanor is literally the sin of pride.
Yes.
What does that have to do with ego? He's proud. Nothing disappoints him because you can't hurt the man.
You literally can't.
I don't know. I don't want to get into spoilers because I know how some people will be like, "Oh, I just started 7 Deadly Sins and don't know it ended last year."
I don't even know.
Look, I'm sorry. Star Wars was forever ago Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's father. Done.
Why you gotta be like that? I haven't watched it.
Really? As old as you are,
bro,
you ain't never seen episode 4 through 6.
In short?
No, and I have not watched
Screw
really any
you.
of them. I'm not a Star Wars
Screw
fan.
you.
Oh, well, why
This
so
is common
hostile?
knowledge at this point.
I hurt his ego.
You didn't hurt my ego. You didn't hurt my ego.
He hurt the
You
man's
just
ego.
disappoint me because you're probably one of those people who looks at, when did Dragon Ball come out? Oh, back in the 80s?
Oh,
Man, I can't wait to, start this adventure. And when people start talking about how, oh yeah, Goku and Piccolo are cool. Well, I just got to Piccolo and Goku fighting. Oh yeah, you're probably talking about King Piccolo. He's dead.
not all of it. Yeah, no.
Spoiler! Shut up.
No, I'm not
It's
that
old.
type of person. I was making a joke. You guys
Well, your
so
bit was
offensive.
successful. Your bit was successful.
He says, Kay says, give it one more Disney spinoff show. They'll change the fact that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Oh my
I know,
god.
because what are we up to now? We're at the
I know-
ObiWan spinoff now.
Yeah. The one that I will admit I have honestly been waiting for forever. Cause what was it? I think they initially said it was supposed to be like an Obi-Wan movie,
Yep.
and I was excited for that. Now I'm 3 episodes in, and I don't know how to feel about myself anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen clips from the scene. They have Hayden Christensen and Obi-Wan kind of facing off, and it kind of it's similar to how they fought in episode 3, where they had their final fight before he cut him in half, or cut his legs and shit off. I know spoilers, but
Oh my God!
shit's been out forever. Hayden Christensen, they have to justify bringing him back.
Tired of having given people spoiler warnings for stuff this old, man.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe there's
I
that one person out
understand if
there-
it's like, yo, don't talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi because it's playing right now. Don't talk
Right.
about the movie that's in theaters right now. But I
He
swear,
said
it's like Snape killed Dumbledore. Cool, we got it.
yeah, we know Dumbledore, and it was a different Dumbledore like every movie. Or every other movie, I don't know.
No, it was what was it? I want to say it was the first 3 movies, and then they switched to. That's when they switched over to
That's when
Gandalf.
Yeah, good
I'm
old
pretty sure they
Gandalf.
switched to Gandalf.
Yeah, I gotta go back and look now. I'm gonna make a Harry Potter day and just watch all the movies. Kay says Obi-Wan show is bad. I don't have the mouse. I just catch the clips. I don't actually watch the episodes, but
You want to talk offline? We can talk offline.
Maybe we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline.
Look, I got you, fam. I got you, fam. I'll pay that subscription so you don't have to. I mean, I will talk you into getting the subscription like everybody else.
Oh my god.
Because we should all pay for the mouse fairly.
Hey, you know how I feel about the mouse, though.
Yeah, I know.
don't like
I
the
know.
mouse.
We trying to co-chair?
What?
Hey, I remember we used to share Netflix back in the day, and on 360.
Yes, we all used to equally pay for our Netflix shares. We all paid for our slice of the pie.
This was legal. It was legal back then. You on Xbox 360, you could do watch parties. And
Oh yeah, never mind. Watch party. That's fine.
Yeah, until they took it away
Yeah.
from us and we can never get it back. Pieces of shit.
we were watching some anime where this dude, I can't remember. It was like Gunsword or something. You remember, sis?
Oh yeah,
my God.
that's what it was. It was Gunsword.
Gunsword, and the dude was putting ketchup and mustard and all kinds of shit on his food.
Yeah.
Like literally just everything. But yeah, okay. Well, you got anything else for this topic?
I mean,
Ooh, yeah,
we talked about how it hinders. We got in a little bit of
we
how
did.
it can be healthy. But let's do that extreme nosedive, especially after we kind of touched on it in the early part about what the difference were. But at
Okay.
what point do you think ego becomes your pride?
I don't know that it does, or like I don't know. You gotta. So at
When
one
you
point
start
where,
shunning, I think where you start shunning your peers and family members away to exclusively like To the point to where you think like you don't need them around, and everybody's holding you back and or
Okay.
pushing you in the wrong direction.
But wouldn't that be the same as successful people too, though?
No,
well, if we refer to a bit of anime context, Sus, yeah, you can show the man, the myth, the legend. We are talking about him right now.
God damn it! I took it down. Hold on.
No, I got you. I think it's right here. I think that's it. Nope, that's not it.
The ego.
His case comment.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, tying it all together.
But we can't get the layout right now. But when it came to Vegeta and his whole descent into being a Majin, the fact that he signed on with Babidi just to get that one fight, he took people out for that one fight because he couldn't take that Goku was always one step ahead. He forced, bump the family, bump Trunks, bump Bulma, bump that I'm married the literal richest woman in the world.
Yeah.
I just want to fight this dude.
Here you go. I got you.
After all the time I've spent tracking Majin Buu, I will avert him with my own hands. Oh, no you don't. You're forgetting what I can do. Vegeta, destroy this nuisance. Kill the Supreme Kai. The only way is to kill the Supreme Kai. Yes, kill him, Vegeta.
There's no.
I'm gonna skip it ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
These things run on for fucking eons.
Next episode, he's still writhing in pain.
I will not be distracted from this anymore. I won't. It will take more than head games to stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps.
It's pride.
Yep, Vegeta's pride. I'm just saying there's any more speech. Yeah, but his pride, can't take away his pride.
You could take away a man's livelihood, but you can't take his pride.
I mean, that is arguable, but yeah, relatively speaking, and bringing this full circle, especially with you actually put me through the ringer in trying to come up with this initial topic. I now have to actually admit, and this is me humbling myself once again. After talking to you about it, I hit Sus up. And I asked him if this could be feasible when it was on the competition scale. I talked to a whole lot of people. And then after talking to people about it, I sat back and do what I used to do when, I just go sit in the park, people watch.
Nice.
And I just started seeing how some folks would get in their feelings, that ego would show. Certain recent events, Facebook tags of if you don't think this, go ahead and unfriend me.
Yep.
That's right. I'm gonna call those people out because they got ego too.
Yep.
And realistically, to kind of bring this back to one final question, the question I started this with is out. How can we constructively reshape and have that healthy ego as a society? Or at least in what way can we use ego to not just better ourselves, but start helping others rather than, as mentioned yesterday, those quick knee-jerk reactions where we got to be immediate with if you think differently, you're just immediately wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So, like as society, like understand what your belief system is. Like understand your ego, and then I think a humbling has to happen as well. That that our way is not the only way, right?
Mhm.
Our way is not the only way. That other points of views can also exist in tandem with our own.
But
And
not necessarily saying that. I would add to that, not necessarily saying that all those viewpoints that might conflict with yours are right. Just because
correct.
just because
Just
they have
because
a
you're
different.
right doesn't mean you're correct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can take into account what they have to say and factor that into your response or answer. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just because they say something to you, or like you said, just because they're right doesn't mean they're correct.
Well said. Yeah, and that's pretty much where I was going with that point, though. Understanding your system, humbling yourself, being open to other perspectives, and I guess being willing to change. We talked about this before a couple times before, but just being open to change, being willing to accept. Now you don't have to, like ever. You know what I'm saying? If you're solid in your belief system, you don't have to change. But just be open to having the conversation and seeing that different viewpoint. Understanding you do need people and pouring whatever knowledge you have in the other people to kind of help them succeed. Because, like you said, as you help other people succeed, it helps you succeed. You know what I mean? We all rise with the tide, so to speak.
Rather than being crabs in a barrel.
And pulling each other down. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
what you
that-
got for us? I think Sus had something.
Oh no, I got none. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
You are a joke.
Thank you.
But anyway, that's all I really have. The folks at home, how do you feel about this topic? Is there anything you want us to hit? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Or you can hit up our boy, G-Unit, not the rapper.
Whoa. We don't claim
But,
G-Unit.
You can hit up good old G11, add his various tags listed in the pinned comment.
Mm-hmm.
Man, hell yeah. This is why I mess with K. He's a great guy.
Hell yeah.
But that never mind.
No. He signed off yesterday. He can sign off today.
No,
Go ahead, Kay. No, shut up. It's my episode. I can let him do this. Hey, go ahead. Sign us off. We leave when you say we're done.
Oh my God.
He did put it in the messages yesterday. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I actually appreciated that. But
Yeah.
regardless, bit aside, I don't know if he's actually going to type something up. But folks, be safe. Find someone, give them a hug. If you can't find someone to hug, tell an old friend you appreciate them. Spread some love in the world. Open your minds. Stop the hate. And thanks for coming. Be sure to drop a like and comment down below. And ring that bell. Share it with a friend. Kay, thank you for taking us out. We are out of here. Good night, everybody. I mean, well, good evening. Really.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you watching this. You might not be catching the live, but we appreciate all of you out there. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Until next time. Peace.